Frequent flyers, flies, la 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 la. Frequent flyers back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer? Welcome back to the channel. Smash the like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to extend a warm welcome. Throwback Thursday, y'all. Back out here at the park I like to fly at. And I'm back with another one of my drones. Today is Throwback Thursday, so I have a throwback for y'all. I must say that this is a very unique one. Super duper rare. I received this when I was in contact with Huiying toys directly in Shenzhen. They actually sent me a few quads. I think I was looking on Alibaba and I found them on Alibaba, I think, and I was in communication with them back and forth about some drones, and I ended up getting the X6058 and these little drones here, and these were introduced to me as the Huiying Nano. And so I guess this was probably one of their first drones, definitely their first Nano. And this thing flies awesome. It actually flies good with the prop guards on. I never removed the prop guards because it seems to fly weird without the prop guards. And this was a direct competitor to the Cherson CX10, which is iconic in itself. The Nano that started it all. I think it was the first really good Nano in my book. But anyhow, this thing is the Huiying Nano, and it's a little larger than the Cherson CX10. I don't have a Cherson CX10 out here to compare it to, but you can see it has an on and off switch. It's on the same polarity with the Cherson CX10. In other words, this accepts the same charging cable, because that was a big thing with Nanos back then, especially the Cherson CX10 clones and style of drone, where you had to plug in this same type of charging adapter there. Some of them came out inverted. I don't know whose big idea that was to make some of them inverted, and I lost a bunch of Nano drones like that, plugging them into the wrong charger, and then after a while you'll hear it spin up, and usually that spells the end of it. That actually happened to this guy after I swapped the battery out, because the battery was completely dead. Good morning. The battery was completely dead on this thing, so I had to replace the battery. I actually put a smaller battery in there because I didn't have one the exact same size that came in here. This had a 145 milliamp hour battery. I swapped it out with a 100 milliamp hour battery with some modification. Always some noisy cars and trucks out here in the morning when I'm doing my morning fixes and all. But shout out to my boy Chuck, because he sent these little Nano batteries in, and I finally got to using one of them in the chop shop. It's in this little guy. So 100 milliamp hour battery. And what I was talking about, this thing being plugged in, inverted polarity was plugged into this guy, and the prop starts spinning, but I immediately yanked it out. Sheesh, what are they doing over there? I eventually found a charger that was the same polarity as this guy and charged it overnight. So hopefully this thing does fly. Hopefully the battery didn't take any damage, and hopefully it's not damaged as far as the internals of this quad, the FETs or anything like that. But let's get this guy up in the air. One thing I will say about this little guy is the on and off power switch is a little loose, so it at least takes off. Check it out. Looks awesome in flight. I know it's probably not going to fly long because I got this smaller battery in here, but as you can see, the lights are pretty bright. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, But these lights are really, really bright. Even out here in the daylight. It does flip. Let's get a flip out while we can. Get another one. It kind of went sideways with that one. Let's get one front and center in front of the squirrel. So flip's nice. Flies nice. Not the fastest, but it does fly. I have the pitch turned all the way up. Banks really well. Flying it with deviation, so I'm not really too worried about the range. I gotta keep in mind how small this thing is and try not to fly it so far away. So this battery is holding up pretty well. Exceeded my expectations so far. I've done maybe about 5 or 6 flips and this guy is still not blinking, and it's only on a 100 milliamp hour pack. Oh man, I'm getting carried away flying around the trees and all. Forgot that this thing is so small and you guys probably can't see it. I'm just fooling with this squirrel over here, y'all. The squirrel isn't bothered by this thing at all. He's over there eating. He's like, that little thing can't hurt me. Let's leave the squirrel alone. So check out the funnel. This is the best of a funnel it can do. Tempted to fly this guy far away. Really trying to keep it in close to you guys though. It kind of slows down when you do the flip. Let's try a multiple flip. Oh man, right when we were about to try to have some extra fun, this guy died on me. And so only the front lights on this guy start to blink when it reaches LVC, so I didn't see it blinking. Tried to get a multiple flip out with this guy, but pretty decent fly time with it. I'm satisfied with this little guy the way it is with this little 100 milliamp hour pack in here. Again, shout out to my boy Chuck Shizzle. I appreciate you supporting the channel and everybody else who supports the channel. Thanks for watching. Throwback Thursday. Huiying Nano.